Welcome back to the podcast. Roll the intro.
Yeah, they call me a savage. How I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.
First podcast 2023.
Morning, bro.
How was the break, bro?
Yeah, it was good, man. Good to spend some time with family. How was yours?
Yeah, good. Went away for a little bit, couple of days. Family time,
Yep.
just like everyone else.
Where'd you go?
Hunter Valley for a couple of days. That was good. Bit
Yeah,
of
nice.
wine region. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was hot weather. Just chilled by the pool. Got black.
That's what I did, bro. Kids came down, spent some time with my parents who came down from Gold Coast and did the same thing, bro. Plenty of sun and cruised and tried to dial back on the food and ante up with the training.
Yeah, how did you train through that period?
Yeah, really good, bro. Probably the best I've ever been. I don't know if anyone's been paying attention to my Insta stories, but I'm keeping it really relatively simple. Reverse walking before I start a 40-minute walk, and then just doing my 500 push-ups every day, which I've done for the last 15 or 14 days, I think.
What day did you start?
2 weeks on a Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking, but don't quote me
Before
on that.
Christmas or no?
Yeah, it was just after that. Like, one of the bros, Lewis is probably listening right now, but he started doing 500 push-ups a day. I don't remember why. And then he's just like, I'm going to do this. Do you want to jump on? I was like, yeah, man, why not? Been the best thing I've ever done, bro.
What's the difference between day 1 and day 15?
Oh, just reps. You know how many reps you can do. The more volume that you can get done, then the easier it becomes. 50 reps for me now used to be like doing 10 reps. And I'm feeling really good and transferring into my weights program as well. The weights
Yeah, we
that I
did upper body weights, what we usually do, and you could notice that. Yeah.
The high frequency just gets that endurance, especially at the back end of the sets.
Definitely when we do the mechanical drops.
Yeah. How'd you feel after the 500 today?
Yeah, I felt like balloons are coming out of my chest muscles.
Yeah, mad.
But it's a good mental thing too. Good number, good amount of time to.
Gets you a bit nervous before it, eh, bro?
Yeah, I felt nervous because I'd only done 300 that day.
Yeah.
Top off your other 200. And this is the first time doing like 500. So
Yeah, mad. Good to have you on board, bro.
good. So we got 2023. Everyone likes to set goals, so we're going to do a goal setting thing. I did a post the other day, and that got a bit of traction.
Yep.
It was just a story, but there was a few questions and likes around how I sort of set it out. So we'll go through like the 4 things that I wrote down of goal setting. I'll go over them now, which is sort of the first one was organize into categories: wealth, health, relationship, career, etc.
Yep.
Write them big and scary, but just be willing to match it with the work ethic.
Yep.
Enter them into ChatGPT, which is an AI software that I've been playing around with, which we'll probably speak on as we get to that. And then read them morning and night.
Morning and night.
Keep them top of mind.
So when you're reading the morning and night, like what are you suggesting? In a journal or whatever works for you? Like
I just use the notes, my notepad on
okay.
my phone, because everyone's got access to their phone and the notes app, just the normal iPhone one. They're just all written out.
Yep.
And then I just read them over morning and night. It takes 30 seconds.
So that's just like affirming the big and scariness of them, yeah?
Yep.
Just reading them every day.
Yeah, so we'll go back to like the first one was just write.
Yep.
Organize. So write them all out, whatever you want to achieve. Don't be too you'll draft something first and then they'll sort of come together as you go along.
Yeah, mad. What were the categories again, bro?
So I've got wealth, health, relationship, career.
Yeah, cool.
So depending on where you're at with, I don't know, your life goals or what you want to work towards, you can just do specific ones if you just want to work on your health.
Yeah. Just keep it nice and simple. That's cool.
Yeah, but those are usually the categories that goals fall into. So wealth could be you want to earn a certain amount or have a certain amount of savings.
Yep.
Health, you want to lose weight, you want to run a certain distance, you want to lift a certain weight.
Yep.
Relationship, how do you measure that? Maybe like just with your partner or with your kids.
Yep.
Something, a good relationship. And then career, maybe you want to move up. If you want to be New South Wales Cup, the NRL, or you want to be I don't know, a labourer to leading hand even.
There's some good things there.
But when you set that, then you know, oh, okay, that's the aim.
Yeah.
So now where am I going to go now?
Okay.
So that's sort of the gist of it. And you just draft, just write.
Yeah.
Don't think too much, just write and don't be scared of it.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit more, on the visionary side. Like I like pictures for me. You know, I've done a couple of these, you know, categories, what do you want to call them, and you know, I had made like a big plaque and a corkboard, and I just pretty much put pictures up there, and then have everything sort of come off it. And from what you're saying, a bit more of a brainstorm to start off with.
Like a vision board type thing?
Vision board. That's how I work, bro. And it worked really well for me when just before I played NRL again, because subconsciously when I was looking at it every day, it just gets like sunk into your head. And I ended up, I think, achieving pretty much every picture, even though it was like a little bit off here and there. Pretty much ended up achieving every goal or thing or vision, whatever was on that board for that year. So, that really worked for me as well.
Yeah, I used to write them out when I first started setting goals. Write them out every day. Yeah. Just in like a normal book, journal. Just kept writing them out every day.
And then it just
sort of, I've achieved all those ones, which were like probably back in 2017, what's that, 5 years ago?
Example of some of the things that you were sort of trying to achieve?
Mine was like middle splits, mobility goals and all that.
Yeah, that's mad.
And then I think, some of those old school real movement standards, the pancake, I like even like pancake back then. Yeah. I mean something, and like all the couch stretches. And
did you put a time frame on that stuff? Which I think a lot of guys...
I don't like time frames. I'm probably the opposite to most mainstream. Mine is as soon as humanly possible. That's what my time frame is. I feel like sometimes your body, if you say, in 6 months, then you'll do it in 6 months. Yeah. But maybe you could have done it in 3 or 2, if that makes sense.
100%. Yeah, that's cool.
And I'd rather fail it than put a time limit on it. I'm happy to fail. I don't mind.
Okay. How long did it take for you to get your middle splits, bro?
3 years.
3 years, okay.
Yeah.
And like the dial into it, like were you like middle splits, I want to get them, and then it took you that 3 year.
Yeah, I was sort of up and down, like going hard at it, and then you'd have your time. When you go away and don't do as much, and then you get hard again, and then progress it that way. But I feel that with physical goals, sometimes you can get like those little
kicks.
Yeah, those little big jumps and gains sometimes. But if you've set that time limit, then you're just slowly, methodically going through. Yeah. And sometimes, I don't know, like you might feel that one day when you can hit that PB and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it today. Bang. Yeah, fuck and all of a sudden, like that's happened to me.
That's good chat.
Like a lot of times in my life with certainly training goals. You might like being, well, I feel good today. Fuck it, I'm just going to try and hit my goal, and you hit it. Yep. It's like, it was 3 months earlier than I thought.
Yeah, mad.
And then you go from there.
That's good chat.
So write them big and scary. Yeah. I'm happy to fail my goals, but write them bigger.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds sick, bro.
Yeah, I'm happy to fail them. I'd rather them big. And
big and scary.
Big and
the more intimidating they are and the more frightening they are, I feel like the more chance that you are as well.
I feel like it's, if you set them too small and you just achieve them, then...
Well, that's what I've always been, bro. I've always been like those small achievable ones, and once you get it, it's like, fuck, what's next? But if you put something scary...
just fucking...
Might as well go hard, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mad. I like that, bro. Big scary. And
I remember even like when I was setting deadlift goals, and I was like, I'll just set 350. Yeah. Because what happens if I hit... Because then you always have those mental blocks. Know those certain weights people have, like, okay, I'm going to hit a 200 deadlift, and people get stuck at like 195.
Yeah, bro.
And it's just a number, And then there's stories of people loading the weights wrong, and they've loaded 200 and they do it. Thinking, it's like that mental block.
Yeah.
That's I'd rather not have that there, so I just set 350, which is, I've never hit at all or close, but at least I know... there was no mental blocks to hit numbers at certain points. That 180 bench was a...
Big one for you.
Yeah, that was a mental block. I could always get to like 170. Yeah. And then I'd like hit it, so I'd just set like 200.
You might as well, bro.
Yeah, because if you don't hit it, like, you know what I mean?
Big and scary. Work ethic. What do you mean by work ethic, bro?
So if you're setting those big and scary goals, then be willing to put in the work.
Yep.
Say fitness-wise, you want to run a marathon, but you're only running once a week. It doesn't add up. You still have to put the action behind everything to be able to achieve your goals as well. Starting businesses, losing weight. Yeah.
Well, that was a good one that I learned from obviously jumping onto Hormozy. Hormozy said, don't set goals, set or habits, I think you said.
Yeah.
So like it's action is not your goal, habits are. And, you know, you got to look at something simple like a 500 push-up daily. That's a habit that you can continuously do. And then I didn't even set that anything as a goal, but it was a habit that I wanted to set. And I actually know now, bro, that I got onto a bar, like you said, a couple of weeks ago, because that actually challenged me when you're like, bro, I did 140 for 10 the other day. And I was like, fuck, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I know from doing these 500 push-ups every day, the habit that I've set for myself, that I could probably jump beneath the bar in a couple of weeks' time and pump out 140 for 10, which is just goes to show, bro. So, you know, a little bit more on the habit side of things. So set your goals, make them big and scary. Yeah, obviously you categorize, and then what are the habits that are going to create or get you closer to those goals?
Yeah, and then having mates around you that
Have a
I
dig.
speak to you and you're like, I'm doing 500 prison. Like, oh, fuck, I'm going to go jump down and do 300 now. Like that friendly competitiveness.
Yeah, that's always
and
works.
then, you know, it's better than you ring me up. Hey, bro, do you want to go down to
Get on a bender?
Ravisi's? Ravisi's on a Sunday, bro.
Oh, bro. Fuck that life, bro. So much better doing this life, eh, bro? Feeling
I like
healthy.
speaking about when we're having coffee, like hindsight is, 2020.
Yeah.
You get wise when you're in your 30s compared to your 20s.
You have to, bro.
I think we're talking to us in our 20s, don't you think?
Yeah.
When we do this
Yeah,
podcast.
100%.
Even driving here today, I was like, fuck yeah, bro. We're just talking to our 20-year-old loser selves.
That Sherrington, bro, just smoking darts at the back of the fucking clubs, bro.
Drinking vodka Red Bulls. Like
Good on you, bro. Good on you, bro.
Yeah, so we make this podcast to speak to, our 20-year-old selves. Or
Yeah. I think it's good for people to actually see how we roll too, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, I know a lot of our clients, both yours and mine, are watching what we're doing. And I think like seeing the other side of us is just as important as seeing the truth as well.
yeah, I think people like
Yeah.
listening to podcasts and relate to people like us. You know, we're not so far famous where, you know what I mean. We're sort of just fucking your everyday guy that
Two brothers just talking in the garage.
Yeah, talk shit. So yeah, shout out to everyone. And it's like good to have that support. And there was even that guy who he had a car accident. And he listens to the podcast, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
And he's getting his movement through, checking with him, and just like, hey, bro, don't worry. Like, I've had guys, you're moving better than some of the guys that are starting my program. So don't worry, just progress through.
It's all different avenues too, bro. Like I learned that from you, like having, the podcast and having, Trainerized Instagram, TikToks. It's all different ways for people to watch you, right? And it's always cool to see that, on every channel, we're sort of heading in the right direction, and bringing a name to face, especially with this podcast, is pretty cool for people to see.
Yeah, I feel like I got a good pulse on
bro,
on things dealing with especially in the men's space from 20s to 40-year-olds, and sort of you see the same patterns, the same whatnot people get stuck in or parts of their lives.
Yep.
There's nothing that someone can say to me with regards to like
catch you
training
off guard,
and that's going to be like, oh, I didn't know about that anymore. Like they used to be, but I'm like, I've sort of heard that.
Yeah,
I've heard that story before. I've heard it's so funny when people just fall into the same patterns. Like I've heard that excuse before. Oh, yep. I'm not surprised that you've got that result because you've done that amount of training.
Yep.
Good or bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. I like that. What's the next one, bro?
ChatGPT.
Yeah, man.
This is a new thing.
This is all you, bro. This is all you. I still haven't had a muck around on it, and from what I've been told from you and what I've read, like I seen Jordan Peterson put something up the other day. I don't know if you saw it, and he said he asked them to write a 4-page essay on something, and when it popped out, he said it could pretty much written by him. That's how good this thing is. So
yeah, it's getting pretty good. I reckon it's not great, but it's good.
Yep.
I don't know how they've loaded what information it can actually spew out.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't have access to the internet and things before 2020, after 2022. So it's only limited on its information. I've tried through to see what it's capable of doing, like mobility wise and strength training wise.
Yeah.
It's just got a very basic knowledge. But what it can do is, bro, I'm hopeless at writing,
yeah,
speaking, all that stuff. So I write all my stuff. horrible grammar, horrible grammar, everything, and then I just press enter, rewrite this
Yeah.
with the right grammar, or so a 5-year-old can understand.
Yeah.
Press enter, and then it'll just do it in
Boom, 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 boom.
20, 30 seconds. It's real good for ideas. And then I used it on the goal settings. So what I typed into it, I read all my goals rough, and I said, rewrite into first person positive affirmations.
Yeah.
So I wrote all my goals into it, press enter, and then it came
That's
back.
mad.
Yeah. So like, put some in positive affirmations, like I am
So it's
98 kilos, ripped, strong, and living life in a great body or something. Will come back with that. So then you plug that into your notes.
Yep.
Copy paste into your notes, and then you have all the things that you read every morning and
Yeah,
night.
that's cool. I like that, bro.
And it just simplifies a lot of things, even just with the content I'm putting out. It gives me ideas. Yes, it's a really...
More of like, do you think more of a framework, or do you think more like it's...
It's more framework general at the moment,
Yeah.
but it's scary what...
Yeah. It sounds scary, bro.
Yeah.
You just got to be able to ask the right question, right?
But only certain people can use it, I feel. I feel like any Joe Blog off the streets can't just, begin using it and become like a millionaire or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it's sort of getting thought of as. But I think it really helps people that already have the information,
That understanding, yeah.
the understanding behind it, and know how to put it out
Yeah.
to the world
Which-
in a good way. So you do your drafts, and then you look, okay, that gives me a better idea on how to say something, and then you go and type up, change it.
So it sort of sharpens what you already have as well.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
that. So,
That's cool, man.
and I needed that, bro, because my grammar and speaking and anything
I'm just
like
as
that
bad, bro.
is horrible.
What happens when you don't pay attention at school, my bro? You're just like,
Yeah,
"No,
man, I've
fuck."
got the worst grammar. And then, so the last one was reading morning and night, keeping it top of mind. So you
Affirmation.
know what you're doing.
That's cool. I remember 2 years ago now, I was writing everything on my mirror. So
Yeah.
every time I brush my teeth in the morning, it's just like staring me in my face. So that's a good little thing I like to do. And when I had my vision board, I actually took a photo of it and I had it on my wall paper, as well as my room as well. So just something good for any of those guys who are along my path, sort of like on a visionary side of things. But then again, you can still connect up words with pictures as well. Just all depends on how playful you want to be. I think the more playful that you are with this stuff, then the more fun you can have with it. I think a lot of us just sort of dial into some people's opinions too much. Try and figure out your own way.
100%. Put your own little spin on things.
Yeah.
Don't have to do it exactly
like,
how we do it then. Yeah.
You can connect music up to it. You can connect nursery rhymes to it.
Yeah.
You fucking ask, what's the name? Old fucking AI. Put it in a nursery rhyme for me, bro, and just fucking pound it into your head every day.
Yep.
Whatever works for you.
Cool. We got the last couple of footy ones. We've got Cobbo. He's had a little bit of controversy. He went on a podcast and just said some things he shouldn't have, just being young. And sometimes maybe you get comfortable in this setting because it's so casual.
Yeah.
I like a podcast
I
setting.
think it's confidence too, bro. Like you play Queensland and hit overseas.
He's nearly done everything, eh? He just needs to win a premiership and
Yeah, that's it. And he's a good footy player, bro. Like when we first watched him in the Origin, we're like, fuck, this guy's got what it takes. I remember watching him last year or the year before, sorry. And I even thought that then. But I don't know, man. I could, since doing what we're doing, I see everything is different now, bro. Everything's a business for me. At the end of the day, footy is still a business and you're your own brand. And you've got to protect your brand and you have to be wary about the things you say. Don't get me wrong, we're in a different position to what he is because, we are at the top of our notches. But he's, underneath Kevin. He's underneath, our business. And from my perspective, how I feel about it, I feel like you got to just do it when the timing's right. Be very wary about the things you say and the actions because everyone's watching, man, constantly. And that's something like that's just gone broadcasted now. Imagine a sponsor that wanted to sponsor him and now they're not going to sponsor him anymore because of the things that he said. So it just goes against, the integrity for him because he's obviously a good kid, but shit like that happens, bro. It's just like, let's pull the fucking contract off the table or let's pull the money away or whatever.
yeah, maybe he needs to look at like sort of who does he want to, be like?
Yep.
Does he want to be like a Latrell or maybe he just doesn't, bro? Some people just don't care.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they're just happy I didn't even want to play footy anymore type thing.
Yeah, he probably is too. Yeah, that's a good point actually, man.
And when you get it all fast and young, like
Yeah.
what he's got, Origin, World Cup already, just hasn't got that premiership, you know.
I'll think about what I was doing at the age, bro. Back to the old.
It's easy to say when you're 30 and an old dog.
Yeah, bro. It's a bit different now, but yeah, I
He's
just
got
think
the world at his feet type thing.
yeah, you just got to be a little bit wary, man. That's all. Because you don't want to burn any bridge. You know, regardless of what he said, he can still. I watched that and I was like, oh shit, that's spicy, bro.
Yeah. You just got to be careful when you go on podcasts and then how you speak. Sometimes
If you don't give a
tricked
fuck,
into
bro,
that casual.
all goods, but you know, I think he does give a fuck. I think we all do give a fuck.
It can rattle a team, but
It can, bro.
yeah.
And
But I think, what do you think the leadership squad's got to take care of it?
Yeah, 100%. Just like anything, bro. The leadership squad always have to take care of it.
Yeah.
You know, I think of it. If someone said to me like Cherry's a fucking shit boss, fuck, I would be pretty devastated, bro.
Yeah, what would you say if you're Kevy in his situation?
Leadership. You'd have to go to the leaders and have a chat to them, and you know, ask them questions about what I'm doing wrong. You know, is my message not coming across clearly to you guys? Because if it's not, you know, trickling down towards guys like Cobber, and I don't even know if he's in the leadership role at the club, and that he should be. He's a fucking maroon. But yeah, it's interesting to see maybe what happens in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think you pull him aside and just mention like some of those comments is gonna, you know, now the media's on the back of us already. Just a few questions get asked. It's not too bad, but the goal of what we're trying to achieve as the Brisbane Broncos, then, you know, we need to pull in tight and show like
rock solid.
Yeah, we're rock solid with each other. We don't want to see, you know.
Well, the teams that the teams that generally always do well, bro, are the ones that fly underneath the radar, sort of. Then you look at Penrith, bro, and you're just like, fuck, they're not anywhere, bro. They're just machines. But yeah, they just got a solid fucking group, and that's what.
Don't do it when you're outside the 8 type thing.
Yeah.
Penrith can fucking
do whatever they want.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point, bro.
Don't do shit when your team's shit, but, you know.
Yeah, bro.
When you're doing well in 2 premierships in a row, fuck, you can, you know, stop me if you can type thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Last one is
America. Pappenhausen, Trebojevic.
Going back to the same guy that let show. What's his name?
Billy Knowles.
So
it's good. Oh, I think it's good, bro. I think it's very I was always going to head down that path anyway, and obviously Bill Knowles has had a good track record with Latrell now, and they're just probably thinking, fuck, we might as well do that with other top notch players as well. Pappenhausen and Trebojevic are very big name players, so makes sense.
But you did bring up the question: is why are they sending him to America? And why is Australia got someone that we can set up like that? Reasons being, I sort of brought up as NFL and America is just so big in sports. Yeah. Billions are getting chucked around. Their players are worth their top players are worth $100 million contracts. So $20-30 million a year compared to our top 10 players.
Well, Pappenhausen goes over there, right? And he's getting paid the same as the bottom tier of the NFL players or the NBA players, bro. So it does make sense, in that scalable sort of scheme of things. But once again, bro, why isn't someone in Australia able to, put the flagship up for us over here? Which is going to head down that path anyway, bro. And I think someone will obviously be the big one, but who it's going to be, I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking of setting up. So how would someone learn from America and trying to figure out how they would go about it? Like, you'd have to go over there
be hard.
Set up over there and then be able to come back. So that's quite tough,
It's a lot of money that needs to be spent. But the club. I feel like the clubs have enough money.
Someone will do it one day.
Yeah. Someone who wants to be the best.
There's an opportunity there.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Like imagine, teams getting together and, choosing that one guy who's, ready to learn and is going to spend the next fucking 5 to 10 years at one club. Bro, just send him over there for a year or two underneath Billy Knowles, get him learning whatever he needs to learn and then come back. Like the framework that he'd have and the mindset that you get, from learning underneath a guy who's very good at what he does, fuck, it'd be priceless, bro. Then you don't have to spend fucking, I don't know how much money they're spending over there, but I'm guessing like 50 grand, 50, 60 grand.
50 to 100, easy.
You send them over there, you can just keep them here and spend fucking not even a quarter of that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, bro.
We'll get there.
We'll get there one day. Come on, Aussie.
Good potty.
Nice, cuzzy.
Shop.
Thank you.
Yeah, they call me a savage. How I'm putting in work. I hustle and grind, I put in the time, get what I deserve. Savage.